Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Hybrid to Glory. So to begin with, I'm just going to do a quick run through of the rules again. So the aim of this series is to try and win Division 1, playing through all the divisions using hybrid teams that are randomed every single episode. So I will be creating a new team. It's got to have 3 random leagues or nations inside the team. Each episode I'm going to do probably 3 matches per episode. And the leagues or nations that I'll be using will be chosen at the end of every episode. So just to go into a bit more detail then, what I'll be doing is I'll be going onto the kickoff screen and I will be pressing random 3 times. Whatever 3 leagues I land on each time, I have to build a team with full chemistry with players from only those leagues. So I have to have at least 3 players from each of the leagues, and everyone has to be on full chemistry, or full chemistry if they had like loyalty in the manager and stuff. So at least 8 chemistry. So there's about I think there's 34 leagues in total, and 50 playable nations. So there's so many different combinations of teams I could use. So if I land on international on the kickoff menu, whichever country it comes up on the screen, I got to use at least 3 players of that nationality. So the team I build can only be players from the leagues that are randomed or the nations that are randomed, whichever one. No other players can be used. So it's quite tricky trying to build teams with those requirements. So I'll probably play 3 or 4 matches an episode, and then at the end of the episode I'll start randoming the teams that will be used for the next episode. So if any of you guys would like to build a team ready for me to possibly use in the next episode, you can leave me a comment with the team you built, and if I decide to use it, if it's better than whatever I come up with, then I'll give you a shout out if you want a shout out, or I'll just give you credit or whatever you want. So that is how that's how this series is going to play out. So every episode there'll be a couple of matches, new team every episode. Ultimate aim is to then win Division 1, starting from Division 10. So yeah, build me a team, like I said, in the comments if you fancy it. Obviously you don't have to. It would be great if you could leave a like on this video as well, guys. It means a massive amount to me. And subscribe if you haven't already. It's free to do. Quick click of the button, and yeah, it would mean an absolute massive amount to me. So that is so should we get right into this this episode? So at the end of the last episode, I randomed the 3 teams, or 3 leagues I should say, that will be used in this episode, and they were the Belgian Pro League, the Republic of Ireland, I think it's the SSE Electricity League, and then the second division in Spain, so the La Liga 1, 2, 3 I think it's called on this one. So quite tricky leagues to begin with this series with. So the way I went about building this team, right then, so I had to have at least 3 players from each of those 3 leagues. I can't have any players who are not in those leagues. So you could have 5 from one league and 3 from the other 2, or 2 4s and a 3. There's a variety of ways you could do this. So the formation I decided on was the 4-3-3-4, because not only is it a formation I quite like, it's actually quite good for building hybrids with for this series. So it might be a formation that's used quite a lot. So the league I actually started on to build this team was actually the Irish League. Probably might not have been the smartest option, as I probably missed out on some better players from other leagues, but that league is the quality of players in it for FIFA are really poor, and also as one of the comments pointed out, there's actually not a lot of nations in this league either, so I think it was impossible to link this, or pretty much impossible to link this, link players from the Irish League to the other 2 leagues. So what I had to do was get some strong and perfect links in with the Irish players, and well, with the other leagues as well. So I went through the Irish League looking for players I could possibly use, and the standout player, they've actually had an inform player at left midfield, was Ward, Keith Ward. So he's a left midfielder, he's got 4-star weak foot, he's got decent stats as well, 80 pace, 70 dribbling, 70 passing, 6-8 shooting, so it's not too bad for this league. So he is going to come into the team. I decided to bring him in at left wing. So then my thinking was he needs some strong links. All the Irish players need just to have full chemistry with each other. So I was going to use this left hand side of the team for the Irish League. So coming in here, I should just search by league, shouldn't I? So we're going to use Bolger at centre midfield, and the left back will be Byrne. So they're the 3 players I'll be using. They're my Irish players done and dusted. I don't need anyone else from that league. So it's going to be tricky using teams with these sort of players in. So then I had the Pro League and the La Liga 1-2-3 left to build around. I'd say the Pro League probably had the stronger players in. But again, I've gone for the Spanish League in the forward positions, as at striker they have a player who's been fantastic on previous versions of FIFA, so I'm quite looking forward to using him. That is Adrian Ramos, 80 pace, 74. He's got good stats for a goal striker, so he could be vital for us for this episode. Coming in at centre attack midfield, he needed a strong link as he doesn't get the link to the left winger. So we're going to put Espinosa at cam. Not the greatest cam, but good solid stats. He gets a strong link to Ramos as well, so that's nice. So then at right midfield we've got Villa. Decent stats for Silva. He's got a lot of pace, so he could cause some problems. We've got quite a strong front 3, I think, so I've just done the wrong thing there, sorry. Right, so Villa at right wing. So then Espinosa just needs a link into centre midfield, so I'm going to use Trejo. I know he's a cam, but he's got great all-round stats, and he's probably the best player in this league. So he comes in there. So Trejo and Villa still need, Villa needs one link, Trejo still needs a strong link. So at right back, I'll be using the right back from the same club as Trejo. I think that's Rayo Vallecano. Yes, it is. So Galan comes in at right back. Not the best right back, but I had no other options. So that means the La Liga 1-2-3 and the Irish League players are done. So I just needed 3 Pro League players in these slots. So they needed to get strong links with each other, as there's no Irish centre-backs that are any good, or actually any at all in the Pro League. And there might have been an Argentinian or Spanish, but I don't think there was anyone very good in there, really. So what I've gone with is, let's find the Belgian Pro League. There it is. We're going with Mbodj first, his stats look fantastic, so he will hopefully be very important to us. Then next to him we've got his 2 Anderlecht teammates. Centre-back Sparhich. He's the best centre-back who gets a strong link to Mbodj. I wanted Mbodj in the team as he was by far the standout player for this league. So I needed to then build strong links to him. So that's why Sparhich is there. And then Sells comes in goals. At least we got a goalkeeper in, so I can't complain too much. So everyone is on at least the 8 chemistry they would need. So I've 8 chemistry is fine, because these players would be on full chemistry if they had the loyalty and the upgraded position. So I could change them around. I probably won't waste the consumables on them. So yeah, this is the team we will be using for this episode. I know it's not the greatest, but this is the challenge for this series. We'll be using these weakened teams to try and get and win Division 1. So it'll be tough, but it should be a lot of fun, because we get to use a lot of players we don't use ever. And yeah, it'll just be a nice change to the other series on this channel. So I'm gonna, I would usually do a commentary over the highlights for the matches, but for this one I'm a bit pressed of time. So what I'll do, I'll leave you guys with the highlights now, and I'll be back at the end of them to random the next 3 leagues for the next episode. So please stick around to the end for that. Right then guys, so we're at that point now where we need to randomly 3 leagues for the next episode. If you're still watching, thank you so much for sticking around. I really appreciate your support. Right then guys, so the only rules now, I'll be randoming the 3 leagues, pressing random 3 times, whichever leagues pop up, they're the ones being used. The one rule that is now different to the last episode is the 3 leagues that I used this episode cannot be used now. Another 3 episodes need to pass before they can be used again. I've decided on that rule just to it'll give the squads a bit of variety, so I'm not having the same league pop up all the time. So if I think that's it, so we're going to randomly 3 leagues right now. So league number 1 is going to be, right, so there we go. La Liga 1, 2, 3 came up. We used that league this episode, so that random does not count. So we'll go straight again. We have the Norwegian League, so that will be used. Great. That's going to be tricky. So we got the Norwegian League. Next up we have, right, rest of the world popped up. So now this is another tricky one because there's lots of different lots of different clubs in this in the rest of the world from different leagues. So because a South African team came up, they're the league I'm going to have to use. That is the rule for rest of the world. So far we have the Norwegian League, we have the South African League, and finally, see look, La Liga 1, 2, 3 loves coming up. So this is the reason for the rule, because we don't want this league every single episode. So they don't get used. So there we go, Bundesliga, so we get a top league as well. That's fantastic. So we have the Bundesliga, we have the South African Premier League, and the Norwegian League. So they're the 3 leagues that will be used in the next episode. So if you'd like to create me a team with those 3 leagues being the only leagues used, with at least 3 players from each of the leagues and full chemistry as well, at least 8 chemistry for every player, let me know if you create one that's really good. Leave it in the comments. If it's really good and I really like the look of it, I'll use it myself for the next episode and I'll give you a shout out or any kind of credit you would like. So yeah, please do that if you're interested. That's probably going to be it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching and sticking around till the end. Please leave a like if you haven't already and subscribe if you haven't either. That would mean a massive amount to me. It really motivates me to keep going if I know people are not only enjoying the videos I'm producing, but also subscribing so they're sticking around for future videos as well. So yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. The next episode of Hybrid to Glory will be probably a few days time. I'll see. If you want it earlier, just let me know in the comments, and I can try and shift things around and get this one out to you earlier, ahead of other series. Just let me know in the comments. Anything you'd like to see, anything you'd like to see changed, anything you really enjoy, any particular series you like over the others, let me know in the comments and I will cater to your needs as much as I possibly can, as you guys, the subscribers and the viewers, are what matters. So yeah, just let me know in the comments, anything. I will respond as quick as I possibly can. So that'll be it. Thank you so much for watching. There will be another FIFA 18 video out tomorrow, and I hope you'll be back to watch that one as well. So thanks for watching.